You know how sometimes you're just craving something specific, like really specific, and you just need to know, okay, where's the best place nearby?
Definitely. Happens all the time.
Well, today, that's exactly what we're doing. You asked about Latin food right here in Deltona.
Yeah, so we dove into the online reviews, looked mostly at like Yelp and TripAdvisor.
Exactly. Trying to get a real sense of the top spots for Latin American food in town.
You know, what are people actually saying?
Think of this as like your quick guide, cutting through all the noise to find the really good stuff.
And we looked not just at the food, you know, what dishes get mentioned, but also like the price,
The
vibe.
service too, yeah.
Service, exactly. So you get a clearer picture depending on what you're looking for, really.
Okay, so let's jump in. The front runners. First up, Sueño Cafe.
Right, on Yelp. They're doing really well. 4.7 stars, 51 reviews.
What really stood out to me was this one review. Someone clearly knows their stuff, said it just like blew away expectations compared to Latin places back home.
Wow, okay. That's pretty high praise.
Isn't it? And it's marked with just a single dollar sign. So sounds pretty easy on the wallet too.
Yeah, that's a great combo. You know, high praise from someone experienced and affordable suggests they're doing something really right. Maybe super authentic or just special.
Definitely worth checking out, it seems. Then there's Voy Restaurant. Perfect 5.0 stars on Yelp.
Okay, perfect score is impressive.
Yeah.
But only 2 reviews so far.
True. Got to keep that in perspective. But those 2 reviews, they were raving about the breakfast.
Oh, really? Breakfast specifically?
Yeah, like amazing, spectacular, and fresh-ish, all caps.
Whoa. Okay, they're enthusiastic. So if it's a Latin breakfast you're after.
This might be the spot to try first thing in the morning. Seems promising, right?
Absolutely. Even with few reviews, that level of excitement for one meal, worth noting.
Okay, moving on. Some other places getting consistently good mentions. Latin Cafe Deltona.
Right. Solid 4.2 stars, 20 reviews on Yelp for them.
And the big theme there seems to be delicious homemade food, like eating at home.
Ah, that comfort food angle. People love that.
Yeah, and again, just a single dollar sign for price.
Yeah.
Deltona seems to have some good, affordable home-style spots.
It really does. That homemade feel often points to, you know, traditional recipes, authentic comfort, hits the spot for a lot of folks.
Next, Coqui. This one has a lot of reviews.
Yeah, 115 Yelp reviews. Wow. And a strong 4.6 stars.
And it's specifically called out as authentic Puerto Rican.
Okay, good to know the specific style.
Plus, people keep mentioning the welcoming staff. Someone even shouted out a helpful person named Jay at the counter.
That's nice. Little details like that matter. And the price.
Still in that single dollar sign range. So good Puerto Rican food, nice people, affordable. Sounds like a winner.
Yeah, that many reviews suggest consistency. And friendly staff definitely adds to the experience.
Now, Parva Colombian Bakery and Restaurant. Also 4.6 stars, 46 Yelp reviews.
Okay.
We don't have specific review snippets for this one in our snapshot, but the name...
Tells you a lot, right? Colombian Bakery and Restaurant.
Exactly. So you're thinking maybe empanadas, arepas, what, maybe some good breads or pastries too, Colombian coffee.
Definitely. Colombian food's got great variety. The bakery part suggests, yeah, breads, pastries, maybe some sweeter things alongside the savory dishes. Could be good for different cravings.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, now a couple that aren't technically in Deltona but pop up a lot.
Right. People seem willing to drive a bit for them.
First is De La Vega DeLand, 4.4 stars. But get this, 358 Yelp reviews.
Whoa, okay. That's a lot of feedback.
Yeah, people call it a great place for Latin American food. It's a dollar price range, though.
A bit pricier. Makes sense with that many reviews. Probably pretty established. Maybe a bigger menu or a different atmosphere.
Could be. They even encourage Yelp check-ins, so they're definitely engaged online.
That signals they pay attention to reviews, which is usually a good sign.
Then similarly, Columbia La Bella over in Lake Mary.
Okay, another one nearby.
4.5 stars, 23 Yelp reviews. Also toll price range. And reviewers mention great food, authentic atmosphere, nice people.
Ah, authentic atmosphere. That's interesting.
Yeah, paints a picture, doesn't it? Suggests they've really tried to create a specific feel.
Definitely. Ambiance plus good food and service. That's often the goal for a memorable meal out.
Okay, back in Deltona proper. Pupusas and burritos, grill Latin food.
Right. 4.5 stars, 61 Yelp reviews.
And the name kind of gives it away. They're known for having the best pupusas in the area.
Ooh, pupusas. For anyone who doesn't know, those thick corn tortillas usually filled with cheese, maybe beans, pork.
So good. And reviewers say the food generally is delicious and authentic.
Nice. What about the place itself?
Ambiance is described as not much.
Okay, so maybe more of a casual spot.
Yeah, but service is quick and friendly, and they use the right, probably means the right ingredients, right techniques, authentic stuff.
That makes sense. Sometimes it's all about the food, right? If the pupusas are that good, maybe you don't need fancy decor. Focus on quality and good service.
Exactly. Now, for comfort food, Rincon del Sabor comes up.
Okay, comfort food. What's the rating?
4.1 stars, 82 Yelp reviews, price is dollars.
Solid. And any specific dishes mentioned?
Oh, yeah. One reviewer went into detail about the pernil with pigeon peas in the rice, along with their sweet plantains.
Pernil, that slow roasted pork shoulder.
That's the one. They said it was absolutely to die for.
Strong words. That's a classic combo too. The pork, the rice and peas, the plantains. Real comfort food.
And they mentioned generous portions for the price, so that pernil sounds like a must-try there.
Yeah, when one dish gets that kind of rave, it's usually a safe bet. It's a house specialty.
Okay, what if you get hit with late-night cravings?
The crucial late-night option.
There's the Latin corner, lower rating, 3.8 stars, and only 4 Yelp reviews.
Okay, so less data, but still.
But it's suggested for fast, fresh food instead of, typical fast food chains.
That's appealing late at night. Freshly made sounds good.
They specifically mentioned good fritters and alcapurria de carne.
Oh, alcapurrias. Those Puerto Rican fritters, usually green plantain dough filled with seasoned meat.
Yep. Sounds like a good savory bite for late night.
Definitely. Good to know there's an option like that, even with fewer reviews. Offer something different.
Okay, let's switch gears slightly. TripAdvisor.
Right. See what pops up there.
Coqui Bakery. Now, is this related to the Coqui on Yelp? Maybe.
Names very similar. Could be. What are the stats?
4.5 out of 5 bubbles, 49 reviews. Listed as bakery and Caribbean. Price is $1.
Okay, so similar rating range, similar price point to the Yelp Coqui, bakery and Caribbean.
Reviews mention fried empanadas, the turnovers,
Classic.
and other appetizer-style food. Someone also mentioned a turkey sandwich, interestingly.
Turkey sandwich. So maybe a mix of traditional Latin snacks and some more standard cafe fare.
Seems like it. But yeah, seeing Coqui on both platforms, even with the slight name difference.
Definitely suggests a strong local presence, right? Consistent reputation.
For sure. Then there's Sabor, Latino, Puerto Rican Cuisine and Gallery.
Okay, gallery. Interesting.
Yeah. On TripAdvisor, 3.8 out of 5 bubbles, 9 reviews. Explicitly Latin and Puerto Rican.
Lower rating again, fewer reviews. But that name...
And one reviewer really hopes the chef doesn't change, praising the authentic Puerto Rican flavor.
Passionate about the flavor. That's a good sign for authenticity. Price?
Higher end.
Okay. So the price in the gallery name might suggest maybe a more upscale or refined dining experience.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe focused on presentation, maybe art on the walls.
Could be. And that strong comment about flavor suggests they're serious about the traditional taste, even if the setting is different.
So looking across all these, the price points are pretty varied, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely. Lots in that affordable range, several mid-range dollar, and then that $1 is.
So whether you want a cheap casual bite or something a bit more special, there seem to be Latin options.
Exactly. It makes the cuisine really accessible for different budgets and, different occasions around Deltona.
And ambiance.
Yeah.
We didn't get loads of detail everywhere, but...
Yeah. We got some hints. Like the authentic atmosphere mentioned for a Colombia Labella.
Right, which could be a big plus if you want the whole experience.
And then the opposite, like pupusas and burritos grill being described as not much ambiance.
Suggesting the focus there is purely on the food quality, which is also fine.
Totally fine. Depends what you're looking for.
And it was interesting seeing those related Yelp searches for Deltona.
Oh, yeah. What were they again?
Mexican, pupusas, Puerto Rican, Colombian, and just Latin food.
Wow. Okay. That really shows the diversity people are looking for, doesn't it? Not just one thing.
Exactly. It points to a pretty vibrant scene with demand for lots of different Latin American flavors.
A rich culinary landscape to explore for sure.
So I guess wrapping this up, our deep dive suggests Deltona and, the nearby spots offer a really great mix.
Yeah, it seems like it. You've got comfort food, home-style cooking.
Specific regional stuff like Puerto Rican, Colombian.
Yeah.
Those pupusas people love.
Even late-night options. And the reviews often highlight authentic flavors, friendly service.
Lots of positive takeaways.
Definitely. So whether it's like a quick lunch, a comforting dinner, or you want to explore a specific cuisine, Yelp and TripAdvisor give you a solid starting point for Latin food around Deltona.
Absolutely. And Well, that leaves just one thing for you, our listener.
The delicious question.
What kind of Latin food adventure are you going to try next? Are you hunting down those top-rated pupusas?
Or maybe that pernil that sounded to die for.
Or maybe venturing out to Lake Mary or DeLand for that authentic atmosphere.
Who knows? Maybe your next meal uncovers another hidden gem we didn't even talk about today.
Happy exploring, everyone, and definitely happy eating.